this matchup looks a little bit familiar to you? It should, because we've seen Pierre already in the Greco-Roman earlier in the week. So Pierre having a go at Greco-Roman, part of a fairly small Cypriot team at these games. And facing Abdo, pardon me, and he is in the red, the Australian fighter. He is the older brother of a three-time Olympian, Ali Abdo, and started his wrestling the way many children do, on the floor of the family home with a brother or sister.
In fact, Bilal Abdo, a lot of people would say, is another one of those imported wrestlers for Australian team. He is of Lebanese descent, the 30-year-old in the red for Australia.
Abdo in red, Pierre in the blue. Men's 96 kilo. And this is quarterfinal action, so a berth in the semis at stake.
Andres Pierre, in fact, has also competed at several international championships before this tournament, but no major titles so far in his bag. Almost 1 minute 20 seconds into the first period in this bout, and no points yet there for either of the wrestlers, and all we've seen is action in the standing position, but the Australian makes a move, goes and grabs Pierre's leg. However, no points there so far.
And one of the cloth dropping out of the Cypriot's singlet. Point for Pierre. And trying to roll him and get a couple of more points. He doesn't, but the 1 point will do the trick.
Yes, that gives him the first period and a clear advantage in this bout. Andres Pierre getting the first period 1 point to none over Bilal Abdo from Australia.
Rather bold move by Abdo, who lunged in there, tried to go for the legs, and we've mentioned this in the past. That's a risk-reward type situation. You take the risk. It's a big reward if you can get a good grip, but if you don't, which quite often happens, you find yourself on the back foot in the defensive position. So Pierre takes the first round.
Bilal Abdo will have to remember all that his older brother and three-time Olympian has taught him, really. Trying to be more aggressive in this period.
By the way, the noise in the background, there's action going on two mats. There's an Indian fighter on one of the other mats. In case you were wondering, no points. Still only the 1 point score to gain. Abdo trying to go for the leg of his Cypriot opponent. In a bit of a deadlock here, and they break and reestablish.
Both the wrestlers have been evenly matched so far. Pierre was just about a bit lucky to get that 1 point towards the end of the first period. But in the second period, once again, we're 1 minute 15 seconds into it and no points yet.
These two really battling here. No man able to get control, and you can see the shoulders dropping a little bit. Fatigue starting to set in. They've spent a lot of time locked together. And I can only imagine the energy that takes. Look at them, just head to head, literally. And this round is going to go to a tie break. What they do is you will see one of the wrestlers come over and draw a sealed carton, little jar actually. Inside the jar is a colored ball, either red or blue. It's blue. Advantage goes to the blue player, who is Andreas Pieri. So he will get to establish a leg lock, a leg hold.
And this could be really decisive, Paul, because you
will be.
You get the leg of the wrestler, and then it's quite difficult to come out of that position.
And oh, you jumped the gun a little bit. If the man at the disadvantage can escape, he gets the points. Oh, and just like that, what a great escape.
And that makes it 1-1 in this bout. Andreas Pieri taking the first period. However, Abdo Bilal, despite having the disadvantage of that position in the draw, defended himself superbly, got on the top of his opponent, and then scored that 1 point that gave him the second period. And now both the wrestlers are equal in the match with 1 period each.
This is one of the big differences, other than obvious ones, between men's and women's wrestling. 2 days of women's wrestling. And we saw a number of these tiebreak situations. Not once, not one single time did I ever see a woman able to escape the hold and record a point. It was a given that the person with the advantage was going to win the tiebreak. That's the first time we see that here, and you saw the great escape there. You will see that a little more commonly in men's wrestling. So it's all on the line, third round.
That escape in the second period must have given a lot of confidence to Abdo Bilal as well. Going into the third period, the decisive period, really.
Nice escape there by Pieri. Although he's then reeled in, and another point to Abdo. And a deadlock. They'll go to the center to reestablish, and Australian with the advantage right now in this third round.
Pieri's coach is quite concerned with the way things have moved on so far in the third period. Abdo Bilal taking a lot of initiatives, trying to get Pieri down on the mat.
Pieri's going to have to gamble. He did, and he pays the price. 2 more points for Abdo. Going for the pin. Got it. It's over. Well, really, Andreas Pieri had no choice. We were into the last 30 seconds of the third round. He was down by a point. He had to be the aggressor, but as you so often see, when you are the aggressor, you expose yourself to a counterattack, and that is what happened.
So Bilal Abdo, the winner of this quarterfinal of the men's 96 kg match, and he goes on to face Corey Jarvis of Canada in the semi-finals. That was the pin that he got in the last period, and with that, the match as well.
So he makes the lunge for the leg. That was the high-risk maneuver by Pieri, and then it didn't turn out, and Abdo came around and was able to pin him, and he wins by pinfall. So Bill Abdo moves on, and Pieri defeated in 3.